There's two ways to go about doing this. You can go up to the Apple on the top left hand side in the menu bar, choose System Preferences from there, and you'll see you'll get System Preferences over here. Well, let's close that, and there's a little alias to System Preferences, which is a shortcut for the Windows users out there. Just click there and you get the same window. So you go to Desktop and Screensaver, and let's go to Desktop. As you can see right now, you see the space desktop that I created. You can choose from many different desktops, some provided by Apple, and you can also use photos that are in your iPhoto library or your Aperture library, which is two databases pretty much for your photos. One of the cool things about customizing your desktop is that you could actually set let's change the desktop. You can actually choose to change the picture at every 5 seconds, every minute, every 5 minutes, and so on. So I'm going to choose every 5 seconds, going to give it a random order, and you can see that my desktop is changing every 5 seconds of all the ones that are in the desktop pictures folder. Pretty simple. To customize your screensaver, you're going to do the same thing. Either choose System Preferences up here or choose System Preferences down here. Go to Desktop and Screensaver. And as you can see, my screensaver is set to RSS Visualizer, which means that it's going to take pretty up-to-date Apple news straight from the Apple website, and as soon as the screensaver comes on, you can see different news bits about Apple. You can also choose pictures from iPhoto and Aperture if you want. You have the option to show with a clock, see the time, and here you set the amount of minutes or hours before your screensaver activates. So right now I have it set to 5. So we'll leave it at 5. If you click on hot corners, it gives you the option of, whenever you move your mouse into a certain corner, into one of the 4 corners, it will activate the screensaver automatically. And you can either put the display to sleep depending on where you put it. So if you see this option, this one here is for the top left hand corner. So I have these options. Put the display to sleep, open dashboard, show my desktop, and work with the application windows, and then here, start the screensaver and disable the screensaver. But right now I'm going to leave it blank because I really don't use that. And that's it. That's how you set your screensaver. It just makes it a lot easier. Like I said, you don't have to do that much customization if you don't want to. But like I said, there's many ways of going about doing the same thing. So when you go to System Preferences and you want to customize your dock, you click on Dock. Size, this is just how big or small you would like the dock on your screen. Magnification means when I move my mouse over the dock, how much does it magnify? So if I put it to the max, it's going to magnify a lot. If I put it to min, it's not going to magnify at all. Alright. Position on the screen, that's where you want the dock position. So left, bottom, and right. Can't put it on the top. Minimize windows using the Genie effect. That means what kind of effect do you want when you minimize a window? So right now I'm going to open up a Safari window. I'm going to minimize it, and that's the Genie effect. And it always minimizes down here next to the trash can. I'm going to switch it to scale effect, and I'm going to minimize it again, and you'll see how much, it's a little different. It doesn't have that nice cool genie effect. So I'm going to go back to genie effect because I like that one a lot better. Minimize windows into application icon. That means when I minimize a window, it's going to get minimized behind its app's icon instead of next to the trash can. So let's click on that, and I'm going to maximize it, and I'm going to minimize it. You're going to see it's going to go behind the Safari icon. There you go. Animate opening applications. All that means is that when it's checked and you want to open an app, it's going to do a few bounces, and then it's going to open up. Automatically hide and show the dock. When I move my mouse over, it shows. When I take the mouse off, it hides. Pretty simple. Okay, now, let's close that. These little blue dots that you see, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3. That means that that's a way of showing you what applications are currently open and running. So, for example, Finder, there's always a blue light underneath the Finder because that's always on. Safari, it's running, but there's no Safari windows open. I'm sorry, there was one minimized. If I close it, it's gone, but Safari is still running. That blue light means that it's still running. So, if I want to close Safari completely, you're going to see that that blue light's going to go away, which means Safari is not running at all. So, we're going to quit. And see the blue light is gone. We're going to open up again, does a little bounce, and now it's running again. If I close the window, it doesn't mean that Safari is closed. It means that that window is closed. Okay? Pretty simple.